Hello everyone, Scott here, and this video is going to be different from the ones I make on a regular basis because I need to say something that has been on my mind for a long time now. I've tried to do this video unscripted several times now and it has been so shit, and I just started rambling for no reasons at all, so I want to have some structure so I cover everything that I want to say the best way as possible. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I have several things to say, so grab a drink and some popcorn because you might need it for this one. I've broken the video into different chapters to make things structured, so if you're interested in me talking about a specific subject, then skip to that part of the video. Now let's get started. Chapter 1. Disconnect Apocalypse. Recently, there has been an increased amount of matches where players, especially survivors, are quitting the game by either DCing, dying on hook, or they wait until the killer finishes them off. Players might make one mistake and then they decide the match is over for them, and this type of leaving the game is obviously not good at all and not healthy for the game. And I agree with those who say they hate when players do this, but I have another opinion on late game leaving. I think one of the reasons that players leave in the late game might be because of tome challenges. Some players don't have all the time of the day to play DBD, they might only have 1 or 2 hours to play the game, and then they might also play different games as well, just like me, so then they try to complete challenges as fast as possible to get that grind going. I think players have their own right to DC if they cannot complete a tome challenge that they're trying to complete. You shouldn't complain about another person's right to leave the game if they don't want to play, and I get that it gets annoying if you're trying to win the game and then they leave the game, but they have their rights to do it if they want to, and obviously the only way, as I see it, to combat something like this is for behavior to give players a reason to play along the whole match, or outright punish players with harsher penalties if they leave the game. One of the things they could do to combat this could be to implement multiple challenges in one game. So if you cannot complete one of the challenges, then obviously you can just try to go for the other two, right? Chapter 2. Toxicity in DBD. Why is the DBD community addicted to toxicity and drawn to it? Is drama really that entertaining to follow and see who comes out on top as the winner in an argument? Why are people so against changes, ideas, and others sharing their opinions to the point where you have to go on either Twitter or Reddit stating how much someone else is wrong for having another perspective on a topic than you have, even though facts has not been stated and someone is just sharing their opinions? Just because you disagree with someone doesn't mean they can't be excited on stuff that makes them happy. You know, the world doesn't revolve around you. What I do agree upon is if I tell you the sky is blue due to the sunlight being scattered around in Earth's atmosphere because of particles and gases in the air, and that blue light gets scattered more than the rest of the visible light spectrum is a fact, and you then tell me I'm wrong, then I don't know what else to tell you other than go do some research because you're wrong, bucko. My video on toxicity in DBD got way more views and comments than I expected, and this also made the comments section explode with lots of comments. Some agreed with me and some disagreed with me, which is a healthy way to start a conversation and have a discussion. As long as you respect your fellow human beings and respect their viewpoints, but not necessarily agree with them, just have in mind that they have their own opinion that might not align with yours. Don't put a stick in other people's bike wheels when they want to go fast. Instead, give them a push forward. My video on toxicity in Dead by Daylight was not meant, as some suggested, to outright just say how horrible the DBD community is as a whole, but rather state that a side of it is indeed in need of a harsh reality check. Some have suggested to ignore the toxicity, and that is what I also would agree upon you should, and I personally do this on a daily basis, as I have been a part of the gaming culture / gaming space for 12 years now at this point. However, I felt that I wanted to put my 2 cents into what I think about the toxicity part of the community, as there are people who are not like me, as I say stuff like, I don't give a shit and I don't care, to whatever someone tells me in a match. What I do want to point out is, I think you are vile and disgusting if you start sending unalive threats to others, even if it's in quotes, not serious. What I tried to promote was that some people are, without making them sound weak, not as well equipped of taking verbal abuse as others are. Personally, as I stated before, I don't give a fuck if someone laughs when jackasses start spewing random shit towards me, but I still think everyone should try to do better and show respect to others, whether you don't know them or they made a mistake. Remember that we all make mistakes, and one thing that I've seen countless of times is that low-level players make mistakes and high-level players shit-talk them for it, but they kinda forgot that they have themselves been noobs in the game and had to learn game mechanics themselves to improve. There are lots of great, friendly and funny people in the Dead by Daylight space, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch or playing the game. These people are everywhere, and that is fantastic to see. And whenever I play with someone who can laugh at stupid moments in the game chat with me, I find that encouraging to play more games in the future. I will also, as I might have pointed out before, I actually can't remember if I said this in another video before, but I played with an Alan Wake who completely destroyed me in loops and escaped with the rest of his fellow squad, but he went out of his way to suggest what perks I should use and actually tried to help me, which I gave him a thumbs up for, and he was being nice about it, even though I got my ass kicked by him and the 3 other survivors. He actually tried to help me to improve the game. That's amazing. In the end, do better. And if you're frustrated with the game, then go touch some grass for 10 minutes and come back, refreshed, or outright take the day off from the game. Chapter 3. Personal opinions. All of us have our own opinions, whether we are talking about iPhones versus Android, PlayStation versus Xbox, Windows versus Linux, and so on. It is impossible to agree on topics when it comes to personal opinions about a subject, as your opinions might be totally different compared to mine. Imagine if we all had the same opinions. Oh boy, would the world be a different rock in space to live on. But I think it's healthy when people state their opinions, even though others might disagree with you. What I will continue to encourage in any community, including the DBD community, is for others to make videos on YouTube, just as mine, sharing their own opinions, ideas, funny moments, maybe killer concepts or something like that, or just go on social medias and share these things and more stuff with the rest of the community, without me sounding way too corporate friendly, and as I just did, but that is what I think is a healthy way to have a community that can grow and thrive. As I've stated before in this video, don't put a stick in other people's bike wheels when they want to go fast. Instead, give them a push forward. I want to end this chapter with a sentence PewDiePie once said: everyone is entitled to their own opinion. He obviously also ended off with saying, even though you're fucking wrong. But yeah, in a serious sense, you should only focus on the first part here. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I might cover some things in the future if I feel like it, but this was something I really needed to say, and I hope I didn't fuck up and forgot something important. But I might make a follow-up video to this one if I have something else to add. Leave a like on this video, ring the bell for notifications, and subscribe for more content. I'm Scott, and I'm out. See you all in the next video. Bye everyone.